Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. ZEBEC is on the move, and in this video I'm going to reveal the exact target in which a lot of ZEBEC millionaires will be made. Now the exciting part is ZEBEC is officially back, and we said this would be the case, and this is a classic reason why you do not give up on high quality altcoins, especially at the start of an altcoin season. Now ZEBEC's currently at a $355 million market cap. It's up just over 11% so far for the day. Over the past 7 days we're up 23%. Now the majority of this percentage move has taken place yesterday, so we saw price sell off at the start of May. A lot of people, really got upset. They were saying the project was completely dead, but if you are subscribed to this channel, when I gave out the free buy calls and the area in which I said price could potentially go down to before reversing, you would have been prepared for this and you would actually be in a profit. So I just want to say well done to those of you that bought when I gave out the buy signal and were prepared when I gave out that sell signal. If you missed all of this, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. Make sure you subscribe right this second so you do not miss out on another ZEBEC update. Now here's the good news. The move on ZEBEC is just getting started. Now we should see ZEBEC climb back to its all-time highs for the year, right? So we should see ZEBEC go back to at least 0.000724772. This is the next major move on ZEBEC, 81% away from our current price target. Now this could happen if we do see all altcoins in the cryptocurrency market break out, and if ZEBEC continues its bullish momentum, this is a target that could be hit before the end of the week. But of course, that's not why you're here. You want to know about that major target, that target in which we can expect big cash outs, a lot of people in the community to make an absolute fortune, and of course an area that we do have to be careful of, because that's of course where the majority of short-term profit taking will take place. And before I move forward with this video, I want to make it clear to all of you, I'm actually I will be a long-term holder of ZEBEC, so I plan to hold this for the next 2 to 5 years. I do have a short-term strategy which I will reveal to all of you in this video, but I am planning to hold this product for the long term because I do see this as an XRP kind of play. Hedera, HBAR, it's given me that kind of vibe, that kind of energy, and of course the people behind this project and the type of investors that are backing this project are very, 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 very interesting, right? So it's going to be a great journey. But let's talk about that move where a lot of people will make a lot of money. Now I said before the market peaks, I'm expecting the market to at least go up around let's just say from a current area about a 4 to 6x, right? So I'm expecting the market to either hit 0.002000326 or hit around 0.0028457. Now I've said before we could go just under this target or we can go beyond this target, right? For exact price targets for specific updates, join Crypto Crew Premium, link in my description. You're going to know when I'm planning to sell ZEBEC, when I'm planning to buy back in, and more, right? So make sure you do that. Now those are two targets that we are paying close attention to, because ultimately this is where a lot of profit taking will inevitably take place, and let me explain why. If we look at ZEBEC right now, right, so let's just have a look at the people that bought at the start of the year. So we're just going to go from the start of the year, right? So people that bought ZEBEC at the start of the year, let's keep going. Okay, we'll stop there. The people that bought ZEBEC at the start of the year by this point would have made a 20x. Now you have to remember there are a lot of long-term holders in this project, so it probably wasn't just a one-time buy. They would have been accumulating for quite some time. Now let's just say they managed to accumulate a bag worth $10,000. Well, that's a $200,000 profit once this price target is hit, right? Once we see price go up to, let's just say we see price go up to around, and again I'm starting off with the lower end, right? I'm starting off with the lower end, $200,000. Again, that's a very decent profit for most people, especially that have been holding for a long time. And up to this area just under a 30x, so you're looking at over $300,000 right? Just under $300,000. Now, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how bullish you are on a project. Most people that have gone from a tiny portfolio to a $200,000, $300,000 portfolio, and again, that's just assuming they've managed to accumulate 10. The majority of people I've spoken to have 50,000, 100,000 worth. Some people have $1,000 worth. I'm going to tell you how you can, scale that extraordinarily fast as well. So make sure you stick around so I can reveal my short-term strategy for ZEBEC and how you can turn a 10x into a 100x pretty much overnight, right? So make sure you watch this until the very end. Now, the majority of these people, although they say now they won't take profit, the truth is once they see that kind of money, they will take profit. Just like the people that managed to capture at the start of the year a 7x, close to a 7x pump on ZEBEC. In fact, this is the people that bought in April. They actually made an 8x, right? Sorry, a 9x. So they will be making way more. The people that bought at the lows this year in April will actually be making close to a 50x, 100x on the moves to the upside, or 50 to 60x, right? So let's put that into perspective. There's people that made a 9x and they sold aggressively, which caused ZEBEC to sell off by close to 67%, right? And remember, this is at the start of altcoin season. So imagine what will happen once those kinds of profits are seen, right? And this is what everybody needs to prepare for. Now, as I said, we could see price go beyond this target, right? We could see price go slightly below, right? And in fact, whilst you're watching this, I would urge you all to join my free Telegram group right this second. This is where I give up further in-depth updates. I also give you access to free gems that I'm buying. So for example, I gave out a free buy call in the group. One of the calls is up over 100% from the low. And again, you can join for free and get access to that group. All you need is a Telegram app downloaded. Otherwise the link will not work. Click the link in my description and obviously click the link and join. And in the group, I do have a video also that shows you how to make 100,000 in 1 month and 16 days. So I'll see you all in my free Telegram group below. Now, with all that being said, once we do see this these targets here, we're going to see major profit taking, which means we will see ZEBEC sell off by close to, I actually think, 80 to 90%, right? I do think it will be a very, very aggressive sell-off. So everybody's goal right now, if you're in this community, is to make your money and run, right? So make that, especially those of you that bought at the lows, once you hit that deep deep 6 figures, right? If you made 200, 300, again, if you bought from April, then you're looking at 500. And again, this is with, in fact, let me just show you how much people will be making, the people that bought in April. Close to a 40x, right? Close to $400,000 with as little as $10,000. We're not even talking 40, 50, right? So a lot of people are going to make millions at this area, or at least deep into the 6 figures. So again, not financial advice, I would take my money. This is my short-term strategy. I'm going to cash out, not necessarily at this target, but again, if you're not a part of my Crypto Crew Premium channel and you don't know when I'm personally going to be selling, then again, you could use this as a guideline, this 4 to 6x target or just below that. But ultimately, I would be mapping out my exit strategy, because once that sell-off happens, all you need to do, and this is what I'll be doing, I'll be selling, wait for price to crash by 80-90%, then I'm buying back in at the lows, and I'm essentially going to quadruple my capital, right? And that's how people turn a 9x into essentially a 10x, right? Very, very simple. You catch the upside move, you make your profit. So for example, and we'll start off with $1,000, right? As I said, those of you that are starting off with smaller amounts, let's say you buy them with $1,000 right now, you turn that into $6,000 once you make 600%. You sell, right? You made a $5,000 profit. You wait for price to crash, and then guess what? Once price tops out, even if price goes up by 100%, right? 100%, you turn your $5,000 profit into $10,000. Once price 10x's, you turn your $5,000 profit into $50,000. If price returns back up to the area that is sold off, you're making over 6 figures, all with $1,000. And in fact, in my free Telegram group, I actually have a video that shows you step by step how to do this. It is the video that shows you how to make 100,000 in 1 month and 16 days. This is where you turn 1,000 into 10,000 and then 10,000 into 100, and last but not least 100 into 1 million, step by step in the free Telegram group below. Join right this second. But guys, I'm wishing you all the best for this bull cycle. Make sure you subscribe because I will be posting more ZEBEC updates. And again, if you're not part of my Crypto Crew Premium channel, I don't know what you're doing, because you're going to find out exactly how I do this and why I'll be doing this in real time. So when I'm selling, when I'm buying, and more. That's it for now, guys. Remember, nothing that you've seen in this video is financial advice. Always make sure to do your own independent research. And until the next update, seize the day.